guys, Tammy here from Formflex Compound, and today it's been a while since we've been live, and I'm glad that to be here, and I'm just here to show you a little something. I was working on some more Halloween stuff, and I said to Brett, why don't I just hop on live quick and show you what I'm doing. This is the IOD baubles mold, and I'll show you the mold in a minute. I'll take casting out that I'm getting ready to use, and I'm going to create a finial with this. I painted this one up because it goes with the theme of what I'm doing here, and this is the, here, I'll take it over here. This right here is the top of it, okay? And it will go inside of here. And what I want is I want this for on the top, okay? So I want to do this toothpick in here because I want it to have height, and I want the hands to come up and around it, okay? So you can see why I painted it the way I painted it, because it will go with these pieces, and this will have wheels on it.
Sally says hi.
Hi, Sally. Glad that you could join us. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to show you. I made these ones already, and I should have got on. This is that baubles mold, okay, from IOD. And I have seen people using popsicle sticks with it, but I've always used toothpicks in the past when I've made stuff like this. But as you can see, just by putting two of them together, say this is not really what I want in here, but you could make finials, you could do stuff for on top. This is a little too high. I want the bigger, bolder one.
April Tipton, Sharon Halverson, Bonnie Whipple,
hello.
Misty Fears.
So glad you guys could join us. And I'll show you, this is why I did this one. You guys, this one is just beads. Okay, this pack of stuff I found in my stash. And this is that stuff from the dollar store over there by the beads, and you can actually paint those. And this is the dollar block. Well, when I started thinking about it, here is what you could create with this. I think would be kind of fun. And I'll have to cut a canal in here, and I really had no intentions of doing this. But I thought, wouldn't this be really cool put together like so? And then put on the top of that. Can you actually see that, Brett?
Yeah, just move your hands out of the way.
Okay, hang on, let me get it lined back up again. But you guys could do the same thing with the reindeer mold, okay? And that would be your separation with those beads, and then put it on a block, and I would cut the canals, like, same thing.
Pinches front legs.
Oh,
pinches
okay.
back
I'm
legs.
just trying to hold it, you
there
guys,
you go.
because
No.
I don't have the canal cut. Okay, so, and I would kind of do it going up like so, and put them on here, and then maybe do some raised stenciling, some checks, whatever. But what a pretty little piece, even if you made name cards, if you were having people for the holidays. So you know how long it takes me to get around getting everything finished. So that was the reason I wanted to show you this before I got this one finished. But that works really great for separation, those beads. So therefore, whatever you have that's double-sided, you could do and use the beads as separators.
Ellen Hurdle says hello. Mary Mum says hello.
Oh, hello, you guys.
Sharon Halverson says that's cool.
Wow. Well, thanks for joining us.
And Misty says that's gorgeous. Such a great idea.
Oh, well, thanks. So what I did, you guys, you can use the skewers. Had I planned on putting that reindeer on this, I probably would have made this skewer a little bit longer, but I really had known, I didn't really know. I thought it was probably going to go like on a pumpkin or something, but then when I started laying it with that, I thought I really like that. So I use skewers, or I use a toothpick. And since the top of this arrangement here is going to be very, very small, that's the reason that I have chosen to use the toothpick, because I just want it to barely stick in the top up here. I want the hands to come around it and like that. So I'm just going to use a small toothpick, and I might put a couple beads on the end of it to raise it up so that you can see it come out of the arrangement, okay? So all I did is I just kind of drew a line. It was really easy. The other ones, sometimes when you overthink it, you make things harder than what they have to be. And that's exactly what I did. I cut these ones not even thinking about it. And then when I thought about how I did it, then to explain it was just a little bit more difficult. So all I did was, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just drew a line where I thought I wanted it. And then I took my X-Acto knife and I cut that canal in there. Okay. There's nothing perfect about it. But this way it enables you and gives you so much better. I mean, you can get it right in there by cutting that canal on both sides, and it will lay flat. Watch, I'll show you. Or it will fit together real nice and easy. And I'll glue it together here. But see how that will lay completely flat. So on something where you're using it where you're maybe not going to see the bottom, it doesn't necessarily matter. But if you want it to do something like this and use the reindeer on it, or use it this way, see how pretty that would look, you guys. It just takes everything to the next level, being able to do that. And I mean, you couldn't do this with resin. You couldn't do this with other air dry clays. So that's what's unique about using FormFlex. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take and put a little bit of super glue. Yeah.
I'm going to have there's some questions. Let's see. Debbie Knutson wants to know where you got the molds.
I will show you. These are the new IOD molds. If anybody that's on here sells IOD molds, you guys, you can put your link in. I don't care. Misty Fears, I know, sells Redesigned by Prima. She can put hers in there. I use all different molds. So anybody that has access to selling them, I'm more than happy to promote your business.
And your finial molds?
These aren't really, this is a Christmas mold. I'm going to show it to you in a second, you guys.
What about this one?
It's a Christmas mold.
Okay.
I hate to say the name of it because I might be wrong, but I think it's called Baubles. I think that's what it's called.
And Sherry Halverson says the baubles are my colors, lavender and green.
That's me too. My whole living room and dining room has got purples and greens in it. I love the purple and green, and that's kind of why I've got so much Halloween decoration, and I have a fireplace in there with a fireplace mantle, and I want to put some of this stuff on it and do like a tablescape on the mantle. But see, you guys, look, it's that fast, it's that easy. I will go around this, just do the sides in gold. And I'm not a great painter. If you want to learn how to do checks, Debbie Riggs is the one that you can learn. She does fabulous checks. She's a great teacher. Studio MDAZ. You can learn how to do checks from her. I won't even I'm so bad at checks, but I enjoy doing them.
Sally says that yes, it's a bauble mold. Sally Richardson.
Is it? Okay, I'm going to show it to you right now.
And Sharon Halverson is confirming
that it is a bauble mold.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. So here, everybody that was asking, this is it right here. Okay. So I got this one in the freezer. I need to make another one of those or something that matches. But you can see.
Okay, well, before you said freezer, Elizabeth Petit says that this is a little off topic. Have my own FormFlex after I mold it. What do I do? Freeze it? I will be putting it on a pumpkin.
Yeah, just said, okay, so
no, after you mold it.
After you mold it, you put it in the freezer, take it out of the freezer, and then you can let it dry and cure, okay? The one thing about FormFlex, do not store your finished items in the freezer. There's so much mix-up about that, you guys. You can store them in a closed, airtight container. They will keep their flexibility, okay? You don't have to store them in the freezer. There's no reason to. So, I mean, they will retain their flexibility for a long time, okay?
Sally, it's super glue.
What? Oh, what I used in between there. So anyway, see, you can see that. I'm just absolutely in love. This guy is going to lay inside of here. I'm going to prop him up. I'm going to do some foam. Then the twigs are going to go on top. His wheels are going to be twigs. And this will be the finial that will finish off the top of that. I mean, it's been really fun. And what is this? Remember when we talked about repurposing? This is just an old can that was from Christmas. I think it had Christmas candy in it. Might even say on the bottom. I don't know. Somebody gave it to me. And then this guy, this is a butter dish base that I put him on just from the dollar store. And he's going to be propped up inside of there, and then his top will fit on there. And I use twigs because I didn't want to use dowels or wires. I just wanted the twigs to go like that. And this is the only reason I have it sitting on this, is so I can finish the top without putting all the pressure on the twigs. So I'll finish the arrangement on the top. So now I'll show you.
Mary Ann says hi.
Hello. How easy it is to do these. I hope you find this interesting. I thought it was kind of fun. This opens up a lot of possibilities, and especially by being able to use, being able to put those beads on there to give you what you need in between to add your next mold to, or you could put some on the top. I mean, you guys, what you could do with this mold is just incredible. So anyway, I always forget, I always say that I could sit on here and craft and show you all the ideas, and I forget that I'm actually supposed to be selling FormFlex, and I sometimes I do lives and I don't even do a mold.
Susie Q in the Cruiser says hello from Alberta, Canada.
Hello.
Elaine McLean says hello, sprinkled proudly.
Oh, thank you.
Sally Richardson wants to know, how's your foot?
Oh, Sally, thank you for asking. I'm still in a cast now. I've got a cast on. 2 more weeks in a cast, and then I'll go back. And then if it's not healed, which they put me in a cast, I was in a walking boot, and it actually got worse. So they had to put me in a cast. He said the bones are lined up, but they separated more. So I was trying to not have to have pins put in, but I don't think it's going to work.
Elizabeth Petite wants to know, can you use it without freezing?
Yeah, you can. You can pull it out, just cornstarch it more. You can put more cornstarch in your mold. In fact, I had a video all done last week, and I couldn't upload it, and I did one continuous piece. I don't think is the coffin in here? No, I can run and get it, and I can show you the continuous piece I did, which I did a video. But all I do is you just take your, cornstarch your mold lightly, take and push back. You guys look at, I've got stuff in the compound. And you can use your card, or I choose to just use a palette knife. And this mold, you should really, if you take your molds out of the freezer, you really should let them dry a little bit, because they get that condensation in it. And I just took this out of the freezer. And then I just go back and just flatten that out. It's that simple. But yeah, you could do it without the freezer. You just have to use more cornstarch in the mold, and you take the chance of distorting the details. Now, I do use it on like the skeleton heads and stuff. I never put them in the freezer. I just pop them right out with more cornstarch. There's certain molds that you can do it, but if you have like something like this reindeer, I am not kidding you, with these little tiny, tiny stuff up here, I would definitely put my mold in the freezer, okay? Because you're going to stretch that trying to get it out.
And if you distort it or damage it, you can always wad it up in your hand and recast it, or put it back in the bag.
Yeah, the one that was asking about doing it without cornstarch. You guys, all this
That's Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth, this was all done without cornstarch, because this is just one great big long continuous piece, and you just keep without freezing it. You just keep putting your compound in your mold, putting some more cornstarch, just keep on moving it. I'm sure that you've all seen it done before, and you can do it that way if you want, and it works really good if you're doing trims. Some trims work better than others. But again, you can distort the image. On this, I didn't care because it's supposed to look creepy anyway, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But it just depends on what you're willing to accept. I don't like stuff with cracks and that, so I'm kind of picky. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that you could do with these finials. And you can see now that's just about dry. And see there how I chipped the paint right there on the bottom when I cut. But you can see, and that's not going to show. And if I wanted to give it more height, I didn't want to put a very big hole in these because I didn't want them to end up all over the floor. But see, you could just add, this is on a toothpick, and you might have to glue the end of it when you get ready to put it in. The other ones are on skewers. But see there, you could put this on a pumpkin with some leaves around it, or you could put it on a block. You could do all different kinds of things with it. I'm just here to show you the idea, okay? So, I mean, I think these are going to be great. And some of, like this bigger one, I mean, all the different ways that you can come up to paint these and do your own thing. This one right here, I have only one done, but I would have shown you that. But I would, you could put words on here. You could do anything. You could do a little transfer on there. And, I mean, that's this one right here. So there's a lot of things you could do with these.
Sharon Helverson says, prayers on your foot. Susie Q and the Cruisers, do you ship to Canada? Yes, we do. Just private message us, and we'll give you all the details.
But you need to do it right away, because I think if somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it's my understanding that come October, PayPal's not going to do out. They're not going to do
out of
the
continental United States.
Yes, that's my understanding. Now I hope somebody tells me that I'm wrong, but I got a notice from them about, it's been over a month ago, and they said as they weren't going to accept any payments outside the U.S. and they weren't going to send any payments outside the U.S. But I could be wrong. So anyway, that's that. But you guys, if you ever have any questions, be sure and get a hold of us. This was just a quick video. Brett's got to go get his brother out of the hospital. Be sure that you read our challenge that we posted yesterday. You guys, it's so much fun to see what everybody creates. And I appreciate anybody and everybody that helps promote our product. I am not very good at these lives, and I love to create, but I just love to take pictures. I'm not much for lives, but you guys are so great about, you know, helping us get our name out there.
Do we take Venmo?
I think we can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing we can do. I know that. But anyway, so have a great week. Get creative. Post anything that you do. We love to see it. I would love just to have a chat and just sit around and craft for an hour together and just enjoy stuff. Like, I think this would be really fun to create together with all the possibilities that you could come up with. So until the next time, you guys, thanks again.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Marianne says that she loves your lives.
Oh, thank you. You made me feel good, right? Yeah, I just thought you'd get used to them, and I just don't. I don't know why. Is that it? Is that all the questions then?
That's it.
All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Be sure and sprinkle this if you know anybody that might be interested. And if you're not a member of Formflex Compound Creations, be sure to get over there and join that page. And that's the group page for us, so you can post everything there. Again, we appreciate you. Thanks. Have a good week.
And Karen Boxwell says, please do more lives. Marianne says it's true that she loves your lives.
Oh.
And Sharon Helverson says, thank you. Marianne Kuchmak says, thanks. Have a great day. You too.
Guys too.
That's
you.
Me too. I'm over here.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.